Hey y'all, it's me Hope. Just let you know it's Sunday, kind of yucky outside. I got a little bit of leftover pork, so I'm gonna do some pork and rice and green beans for y'all today. So come with me to the kitchen. Alright, we're in the kitchen. First step, we're gonna do, we're gonna check on some rice. We're gonna show you how to do the rice. Now, I prefer Uncle Ben's long grain rice. It takes 20 minutes to cook this rice. It's not the in the box kind of that turns all mushy. So you start out with Uncle Ben's rice. So I'm going to do 2 cups of rice in my pot. Getting down to the bottom of the bag. So we're gonna do 1 cup of rice. One heaping cup of rice. 2 cups of water. Alright. You want to salt your water, a little bit of salt. We're going to turn the heat on to high. We're going to cover that bad boy up. When it starts boiling, we'll cut the heat down and let it sit. Don't touch it. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start our pork. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit, a drizzle of olive oil in our pot. It's already on, and I got 1 diced up yellow onion. And we're gonna get this a cooking. You gotta listen to your food. You gotta hear it. I hear the sizzle. It's starting to sizzle up. Alright, we're going to cook these till they're translucent.
Yeah.
Alright, you see my onions? They're got a little color on them. They're kind of translucent. Now I'm going to start adding in my pulled pork. Now, my pork is from what I did our last video. So we had some left over. So I'm just going to start pulling this pork.
I don't think that video's posted yet, but we did a video of the pork.
It's being posted right now.
Okay.
So, anyway, so that's why I didn't put too much fat in with my onions, because all this pork has got some good fat down here on the bottom. So you want to get that fat grease in there. You want to get this pork. Getting all that flavor, all that good stuff. You gotta get your hands dirty when you're cooking. Now, I can say that this is kind of a leftover dish. Like, you do this when you have leftovers, because I do not like to waste food. So we're just pulling this pork, chopping it up, pulling it. But when I've made this before, my friends Randy and Candy really enjoyed it. Randy and Candy really enjoyed this one. It smells so good. It smells so good. Alright, once we get all this stirred up, onions browned, everything's good, I'm going to add in some Creole seasoning. I'm going to add in a little bit of granulated garlic and a little bit of black pepper right now. We're going to pepper this when it goes into the rice. Now the rice is over here boiling, looking good. So I'm turning it down so it can do its thing. Now when you're cooking rice, you always want to make sure whatever part rice you have, like if you have 1 cup of rice, it's 2 cups of water. If you have 2 cups of rice, it's 4 cups of water. Alright, I'm going to add in a can of beef consomme. You can add in beef broth or chicken stock or whatever kind of juice that you might have, but I like beef consomme. That's kind of my thing. So it's kind of like, if you've never had beef consomme, it's kind of like beef stock or beef, like French onion soup kind of. All right, now I'm just going to turn this. I'm turning this off. I'm turning this off till our rice is done. Then I'm going to show y'all how to do some good green beans to go with this. All right, now for our green beans, we got a hot skillet. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm going to do 2 cans of drained and washed green beans. There we go. There's our sizzle. There's our sizzle. Alright, 2 cans of green beans. This is on an 8. I'm going to turn it down to about a 6. That's medium right now. Once I got that first initial hot, now I'm turning it down to medium. Alright, you want to add in a little bit of garlic. I love me some garlic. A little bit of some garlic. A little bit of black pepper. And we're going to do a little bit of soy sauce, believe it or not. Just a little sprinkle, maybe about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Alright? Now we're going to start spinning them around, spinning them around. Now, I don't add salt because the soy sauce has salt in it. And I also put in a package of ham bouillon. Ham bouillon. We're going to get this all mixed up. Now, bouillon itself is super like concentrated salty. So I'm only going to do 1 package of ham bouillon for 2 cans of green beans. Alright, we're going to get them green beans looking good. Get that bouillon mixed around. Alright, and we're going to turn these down on low and cover them and let them sit. Alright, it's been like 5 minutes. I'm going to check this green beans and they are done. Look at them. They got flavor on them. They're good. They're tasty. Super, super good. Alright, now the rice has been cooking for about 20 minutes. This is what rice should look like when it's done. You see the holes? So what you're going to do, you're turning it off and then we're going to fluff it with a fork. Let me find the fork. Alright, we're just going to fluff it around with a fork. That's all you do. Alright, we're going to let it... You don't want to mash it up. You just want to make sure it's all good and fluffy. Now here's our pork with all of our goodness in there. And so now I'm just going to take my rice and dump it over here into my pork. Okay. And we're going to mix all this up. Look at that. Ooh, wee. Good stuff. Now we don't eat a lot of pork around here, but when we do, oh, it's good. It's super, super good. So we got the pork and the rice with the onion. And now I'm going to...
Cameraman can't eat pork.
Cameraman can't eat pork.
Everybody else around here eats pork. Cameraman don't eat pork.
Bless his heart. But a lot of pepper. A lot of pepper. We like pepper too. We like the pepper.
Cameraman loves pepper.
Alright, so, but this has been off, but I'm going to turn it back on now for about, on medium low. That way they can, all the flavors can marry up and the rice can still soak up a little bit of that pork flavor, and it's all good. It's all good. So we got pork and rice and our green beans. Okay, now it's time to eat. Got that pork and rice and them good green beans. Y'all have a good night and God bless.